Hello everybody, my name is Turngo Anderson Gaji. You can also call me Dr. Turn. Today I'm going to be discussing how to leverage SQL, Python, and Power BI for data extraction, transformation loading, that's processing, and analytics, and as well as developing predictive models, and then building interactive dashboards for storytelling. What we're going to be covering today, by the time we're done with this, we should be able to convert real-world problems into statistical or quantitative problems for analysis. Use SQL database to, after data is collected and manipulate this data. Use SQL database to support analytics. Connect SQL database to Python for predictive modeling and decision support, and then use dual approach. Here, I'm going to be using IBM SPSS to compare with Python analysis for validation. Then we utilize business tools, analytical tools to support, educated decision making. Then we will use Power BI for storytelling. We would also develop predictive models in Python and check how this model perform, that's model performance. And overall, the main purpose of this is to address real-world problems utilizing SQL as database and other analytical tools, which is Python, SPSS, and Power BI. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to, in part, this course is separated into two parts. First part, we'll use regular regression model, and the criterion variable will be insulin. The independent variable will be age, gender, and body mass. And then we'll use Excel, SQL Server, Visual Studio Code, Python, and SPSS and Power BI. And then the operating system we'll be using is Windows operating system. The part two will go a little bit further. We'll make this more advanced. We'll use moderated moderation, that is three-way interaction regression. Again, the criterion variable is going to be remain the same as insulin. We will use age, gender, body mass as the independent variables, as well as we will develop composite variables, that is the interaction terms, for further analysis. The analytical tools will remain the same. With that said, let us bring in the first set of tools that we use, which is on the right hand side is SQL Server, on my left hand side is VS Code. You can start with SQL Server. I'm going to hit Control N to start a new query, or you can click over here to bring it in. But let me just click here to make our life easier. For database, I can click here and then click on 10 dB, but let me show you the database first. This is what I'm using. I want to use this one here. I'm much more comfortable using code, so let me type 10 dB, use that, and then go, and then hit F5 on your keyboard or execute here to run that code. So this executed successfully. After that, I'm gonna SP columns. Actually, before that, let me exec SP columns, and we're gonna call out the table that we want to use. The table name should be, I'm gonna be using this table here. I got this table from University of California, Irvine. The actual table name was NHANS insulin age prediction, but I downloaded it and changed it. In my next video, I will show you the actual video, but let's call us that table as NHS insulin pred. We are trying to view the metadata here. Execute. What is wrong with that? Insulin pred. Okay, I see what is wrong with it. I forgot to type an N there. There should be that. My bad. Okay. Alright, so let me expand this from now. This is the metadata. Alright, now let me take it back to this screen. Alright, then I'm gonna try to let's count the number of rows. There are two ways to do this. One, you can say select count all the rows as number of rows. Let me just do that from. Let me save time by copying that, pasting it in here. Then let's execute. Let me just execute that. So now we know that in our table we have 2,278 rows. Now I just did this initially. Actually, let's also find out the number of columns that we have in this data set. You can do select count all as column count from information schema. Let me just click there to save my time. Information schema dot columns. Where enter table name is, I want to copy that here, paste here. Now let me end that with that. So now we can find out number of columns and number of rows that we're going to use. So this is one quick way to do this. So I'm going to stop here. So now I intend to use Visual Studio Code throughout in this tutorial because I love it. You can use it to code in different languages from C Sharp to Python to R. You can see this R here to Python, SQL as well. Even in structural query language, you can use MySQL, you can use Postgre, and the like. So let me come over here. I'm going to click on this icon here. Before, let's say you want to download SQL Server. I already typed that in here. You can come here, click here, and then install it. I already installed it, so there's no need for that. So let me close that back. I'm going to click here on SQL Server. Let me close that. Click on databases. Click on the database that you want to use. Right click and then new query. Let me just copy this and paste it here. I just want to demonstrate that you can also use VS Code uh, for SQL coding. I didn't do that also. Let me go back. Let me type here, enter, use termdb, click run or Control Shift E. It's executed successfully. Second line of code, click that. Again, this is the metadata. Next, I'm going to click all of these. And I think, let me scroll that up. Showed me the number of rows and number of columns. That's the column count, just as it displayed on here. So this is how you can do it. So from the next video, I'm going to be using SQL VS Code throughout, and I also show you where I got the data from. Thank you. Have a nice day.